Sorry, just trying to get things sorted here. You know, the usual. Crash doesn't have his shit together. But I do. I just, you know, it takes time. It takes time. Perfection takes a little time. And sometimes I go a little overtime on trying to get perfection. But here we go. Finale. Okay, it's the finale for Formula 2. I am Crash McQueen. We are the Midwest F1 League, race week 16, coming to you from Monza. I myself am very much looking forward to this. Live stream links. There we go. Post it in at everyone. F2 finale. There we go. We got 19 drivers tonight. We are only going to have to, you know, go with what we have. 2 qualifying bands here tonight, JC, Blackley, as well as Money Matt. Looks like we're getting a little dreary weather here. Let's see if that changes as it progresses. Man, you ever get those, like, lips, those tongue sores? I don't want to go into too much detail, as I don't want someone to tell me that it's a little more something than what I'm hoping for. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But we're going to get into qualifying here. Let's go on to our winner of the league, of the F2 series, Helmut Jacko, also known as Jacko. Okay. Nice and easy through turn 4 and 5. Want to take a good line here. Jacko's already moved himself up into the top spot. See if he can hold on to that hot spot. It's just behind him, as well as Mr. Joker. He's all the way down there. He might have spun out there, not known for his F2 prowess here, but we'll see what he can do. Jacko leading the way, going into Ascari here. Down the run into Parabolica. And it seems like I'm going to get Knuckles join me in the booth here this evening, so that's going to be fun. I won't be alone as he just missed the time to make the event, but Jeanette looks like he sneaks it around Parabolica, takes a better run and beats him by 0.04 of a second exactly. So it goes Jacko, Jeanette, Hotspot, JC, Blackley is your 1 to 4. But we'll go down the order here. Starting with our champion, Elma Jacko, going first, Jeanette second. Oh, wait. Where was I? Okay, so Jacko does take the win. Jeanette goes second, Hotspot third, JC fourth, Cake fifth. Was I on something there? I swear to God I saw Jeanette come before. But Cake following of Carlin of JC in fifth, Impossible sixth, Super Nina seventh, the Garrisvac eighth, AE ninth, Will Ends rounding out the top 10. Into the bottom 9 we go Valentine, Kaz, Spaceman, Tim Lee, all finishing in disqualifications from Mystic, 78 Corvette, Ray, the Jornut, and Money Matt. Ooh. JC has a quali ban. to figure that out. What happens if a player qualifies when he has a quali fan? What? Okay, we're gonna get into it. JC is gonna pull off and let everyone through as he messed up. But he drops all the way down to the back. Money Matt picks up a couple quick spots here. Hotspot overtakes Jinnit for second. Early penalty to Will Ands there. Hotspot still holding on to second here. We'll get right on board with Jinnit as he gets overtaken by Supra, and another penalty to Ray for cutting the corner, 3 seconds to him. We've got a VSC, or is it? It's a full safety car right off the get-go as Valentine spun out. Ouch, that hurts the start of this race. I don't... Alright. So JC is going to have to force himself out of this race as he qualified on a quali ban. So unfortunate stuff from him. He's going to retire in the pit. AE and Valentine look to be coming into the pit to get a free pit stop here early on as some things happen. But we'll check on the position changes as I think I'm all settled down here. Money Matt moving up 8, Mystic up 7, Super up 4, and Back up 3, as well as Kaz up 3, Tim up 4, the Jornut up 6, Ray and Corvette 4 and 2, and then only a couple of drivers lost positions. Most of them were just a lot. But up at the top there, Jeanette lost 2 positions, Cake lost 2 positions, Will lost 4, Spaceman 3, Valentine and AE Daltonian 7 to Valentine, 8 to AE, so they've got a little bit of work ahead of them here. So each pitted 1 through on softs, that being Valentine, the other medium, that being AE. 19 drivers started this, we're down to 18 with a ban to JC. So we'll have to see how that plays out for him in the standings. Constructors as it sits right now. Pull it up on my phone as this weren't meant to be looked up on my phone. So constructors, Prima have the win by over 500 points. High Tech is sitting in second with 1,006. Art is in third with 983. Trident and Dams are separated by 21 points with 854 to 823. Carlin and Charouz are separated by 36 points, so a possible move there. As well as Campos and MP are only separated by 9 points. And the other two teams, that being VWT and Bertuzzi, are too far gone in this. Unless, yeah, no, I think Bertuzzi with only one driver can't even catch VWT, so yeah, that will be it. Some movements can be done. No position is safe from 2nd to 9th, but going to the the Drivers' Championship here. Right now, Jacko does lead and will lead and has clinched a couple races ago. I'm not sure why I worded it like that, but yes, Jacko clinched and he has the win. HSVDT's position as well as safe in 2nd, being the 2nd Prima. Hotspot sits with 572 and is 49 points ahead of Money Matt, so that position is fairly safe. Just needs a decent finish here tonight, and he'll hold on to 3rd in the Drivers' Championship. Money Matt, on the other hand, though, has got a little bit of worrying to do, as he's only 15 points clear of Super Nina, so Super can clear that, and we'll have to keep an eye out there for 4th. And as well as Super is 20 points ahead of JC, and JC just got that ban in the more important of races for points. That is 40 goes to 1st here, 20 goes to 1st in the sprint, so a big point differential between the two races, and JC missed out on the more important one. He's going to have to hope for a really good sprint race, or else he'll be screwed. So we might possibly see a move of JC down behind the Garrett's back, as Vac is only 11 points back of him. So quite a bit of potential position changes, and other than that, everyone else is kind of split fairly evenly. Jimbo Fishing is only 1 point ahead of Tim Lee, so Tim Lee is looking to get in the top 13 here. Where's 78 Corvette? 78 Corvette is trying to leapfrog It's Heavy. It's Heavy is not here today, so he can move up another position as well. So a lot to be done here. 78 pits as well, so got a couple of drivers actually in the pit, so a lot of these drivers are just going to throw on the mediums and try and last out for the rest of the race here, as they should be able to do so. We'll have to see how that changes everything. Now Jinnit is only 1 position behind Jacko here, so he'll have a good run at him. So it was about half a year ago we were able to accept Twitch subscriptions. 143 followers within our first year. Not too shabby, but we're looking to grow continually. So if you have anyone that likes racing, be sure to send them our way. Over 1,700 different viewers on this channel, so we are really making a move. And we are trying to, as quickly and as best and as friendly, I guess, as we can, as we do support other leagues as they come in and out of this league, and they do the same for us. So we thank everyone that does tune in from time to time as well, follows the channel. So be sure to choose to follow on not just Twitch but on YouTube as well as Twitter and Instagram there, as we try and update those as much as possible. So at the end of the season, we're going to do a little bit of revamping to some things. Friday night series will be out. I did get a message to actually plug what we will be doing on Friday. If I can scroll back here. Where was it? Shoot. But we are back to green, so we'll have to get into that in between races potentially there. But Mystic actually is into the pit here. 78 Corvette gets quickly overtaken by both Jinnit and Jacko. Kind of looked like Jinnit actually tapped the back of Mystic there, and some collisions go on. Oh no, Jacko did just send it down into turn 1. I think he got taken out by someone there. As he falls down, he's got his wing intact, so he's fine there. Jinnit was able to come out of that on top between the two drivers there. Didn't exactly catch what happened at the front there as I was on with Jeanette and Jacko, as that was kind of my provisional battle for the lead. But we're with Ray right now as he's trying to catch Kaz. It's actually Valentine getting the best of the Jornut as well as Jeanette getting past it as well. And now Ray, still right in behind Kaz here, tries to outbrake him going into Ascari. Penalty to Kaz as well as one to Ray. Holds those drivers even. Money Matt is right behind the Jornut as they're drag racing down towards Parabolica here. Money Matt tries to go for the inside line. Jornut sends it a little bit too deep, and Money's able to slip right into the position. Super Nines into the pit as well as Garris back, as well as Money Matt. Ray and Kaz are dragging it all the way down into turn 1 here. But it's Ray with the inside, or Kaz with the inside line, and as well as goes for a little bit of a switchback. Valentine and Jeanette are battling. Oh. Looks like Kaz got spun out there and reset onto track. About 5 seconds separate Jeanette and Jacko here. The highest two up the pack that have pitted. Cake is just in behind as well, and it looks like, whoa, Spaceman just launched out of the turn there. Turn 5 that is, in the second millesimo. And just flies in front of Jeanette and Valentine there, and that helps out Jacko, as Jacko is able to shave down a second and a half between the gap there. So Jeanette's going to try and pull away from Valentine here. And he's catching that slipstream down into Parabolica here, but he won't be able to make a move. Still holding on to 5th place, that is Valentine. A Daltonian just in behind Spaceman as he's trying to catch up. 5-second penalty to Impossible for speeding into the pit. So he's in for his pit stop. Gonna move down the order, we'll have to see where he comes out here. But Valentine, not with DRS yet, you will get it next lap. '78 Corvette finds himself all the way in 6th. He's under pressure here from Cake, and 78 gets a little bit of oversteer, or he was pulling out of the way to let go, but 78's actually on for a pretty decent finish here. We'll have to see, he's got the nerves. AE as well, trying to catch Spaceman, but just a little bit too far. Super Nines and Impossible are fairly close here. That's the closest battle on track, the battle for 12th place. Still some pit stops to be done there. Ooh, Super is able to overtake Impossible as he gets a little bit on the gravel there. No DRS quite yet. Hotspot still holding on to 1st on those mediums, but Jeanette is not too far back behind him and Ray, or mainly Ray. Hotspot's got a 5-second gap penalty, or position. So we'll have to see how that battle commences, but now AE and Super are battling around Parabolica here as AE goes the long way around. He's looking to get an overtake as well onto 78 Corvette. DRS is now open 2 laps after the restart here, and 78 is looking to get overtaken by Spaceman as well. Oh, and a little bit of a tap there, and Tim Lee has to retire from the session. 78 re-overtakes here, and I'm not sure if it's a safety car. Really hope not. Where are the signs? Is that a safety car on track? I think it is. No, it's not. Okay, my mistake. That was Tim Lee. So Tim Lee crashed out of Ascari. think it's just a VSC here. Yeah, just a VSC. Oh, come on, Spade. Come on, Corvette. Hold it, man. Still drivers ahead that need to pit, so they will potentially drop behind him. At least one. Valentine actually should have to pit, being on the softs. Kaz should have to pit. Corvette's got a 5-second gap between himself and Mystic, but that will probably get wiped away fairly quickly. So Valentine, we'll have to see how his pace goes, but he may be safe from Corvette. Here's Corvette's looking for a top 10 finish, possibly the first one of his F1 or Midwest F1 career. So Jinnett's actually in the pit again. Maybe going to go on to some softs here. Must have had some sort of damage. He was sitting as provisional race winner, but now that's with Valentine. But Valentine's got quite a bit of work to do. Spaceman gets the overtake on to Corvette going down the straight. Corvette moves into 8th. Valentine trying to work on Ray. Hotspot and Ray still both need to pit, as well as Spaceman. 4.5 seconds between Jacko and Valentine here, so Valentine is currently sitting with the win, but with being on the softs, they should start wearing down fairly soon here. Possible's trying to get that spot back on Super. But ooh, there you go. Super now gets on the dirt, as Impossible did that just before. Like I said, this is the finale for Season 2 of the F2 series. I will still be broadcasting this next year, but I won't be the commissioner. That is to a couple of the drivers that are actually involved in here, as they want to keep this series going. Big fans of it, and they like what is going on. And Super Ninas and Impossible, ooh, going wheel to wheel around Ascari, and a little bit of a tap from Impossible on Super Ninas there, pushes him out wide. Valentine finally in the pit. That will give the lead to Jacko. Hotspot and Ray are sitting 1-2, but they still need a pit, so Hotspot will overtake once they do. Valentine throws on another pair of softs. Super does get DRS down the straight stretch into turn 1, but I think he's a little bit too far. As you see Valentine coming out of the pit. Corvette's still 5 seconds away from Impossible and Ninas. Impossible, Ninas, and Valentine all need to overtake him for him to get out of the top 10, so that's what I'm looking at if you can't tell. Mystic's trying to work himself back up. You see Spaceman ahead of him here. But still the battle for 9th place is very much underway, with Impossible and Ninas. I'll have to go over the penalties and see that they are even in fact on him. But it's a position change. Kaz is out of the session. Mystic does overtake Spaceman for 6th. Super and Bacon are still battling as they come into Ascari. Once again, very tight, but Super does have the lead this time. Jinnett and Vac are battling down in 12th place there. Jinnett does get the overtake. Vac has to go a little bit off. Now Valentine and Impossible are getting real close. Mystic sets fastest lap in this race. Spaceman finally into the pit, gonna throw on some softs. But Impossible and Valentine are gonna come down the pit straight here, gonna go into turn 1, real close, but doesn't look like Impossible can get alongside Valentine here. Ninas is only a second and a half away, or a second away from Corvette, so he's getting real close there. As you can see him just in the distance there. Super's trying to gain as much speed as he can. He's going to think about it, but he's just not close enough. Corvette can feel the pressure here. Goes and defends the inside line. got all three drivers in behind. Ninas goes a little bit deep. Corvette still holding on to 7th for his dear life. But Ninas takes a tighter run out of the turn and gets real close, and with DRS should be able to overtake, but Corvette pinches him. And now here comes Valentine along the inside line, and Corvette tries to pinch him too, but both just send it around the outside. A little bit of a tap in the back from Impossible. And Corvette's just in a battle, and he's got the elbows out. Oh my god. Corvette, what has come of him? He's turned into an animal here. Going a little bit deep through Parabolic, is still able to hold on to 9th. Jinnit is trying to hunt down this pack as well. Impossible is coming down the pit straight in the DRS. Corvette moves up another position, but he's got Ray behind him. Impossible into 8th, Corvette into 9th, and now with Ray and Jinnit behind him, that battle to try and hold on to top 10 is getting even tougher here. Jacko with the provisional win here. There's this 8-second gap between himself and 2nd place. Fastest lap sits with Jinnit to win it here. But penalties to Ray might be the difference here, but Jinnit only with 3 seconds, Corvette with 5, so we'll have to see how that changes things. Ninas is trying to catch Valentine here. He's going to get DRS. Is he close enough? Oh no. Oh, okay, I thought he was gone there, but back into 11th goes 78 Corvette, just outside the top 10, as you can see that first top 10 slowly slip away. You know, I keep saying first top 10, but I don't exactly know if that is the case. But a couple of really fast drivers ahead of him in Ray and Jinnit there, so they're going to start pulling away from him. Can only do so much. But we'll get on to Ray here, as he's a half a second out of Jinnit. Gets DRS, as you can see, that back wing is open. Coming down the pit straight, getting some speed, but not close enough into turn 1 to combat a move. And he, whoa, mistimes his brake. And where's Corvette? He can see and gets a big penalty, does Ray, for a corner cut. But he did lose a lot of time and position, so now an 8-second buffer between Ray and Corvette here. We'll have to see what Corvette can do, as Ray completely misjudged that final turn, and oh no, the Jornet spins out there. And Jinnit real close on Impossible here. Both are on some fairly new tires here. And Jinnit's got DRS as well as the slipstream. Goes to the inside line underneath the bridge into Ascari and gets the move done into 8th place. Corvette is slowly falling back, and now here comes Vac. And Vac has the same amount of penalties and is trying to push back Corvette as well. But can Corvette get the elbows out? And whoa! That gap between Jacko and Cake really decrease there, but Vac gets the overtake into 11th. Corvette back into 12th. 2 full laps to go here. I'm not sure what happened to Jacko there, but he lost some major time somewhere. Mystic as well is going to try and work on AE, but the penalty to Mystic, 3 seconds that is going to hurt him, and he goes a little bit deep there and is forced to kind of jump up and over the curb. He wants to finish 3rd, but he will get pushed back. I mean, he might have a chance if he overtakes AE here to open up a 3-second gap. The guy is capable. AE goes off. But a quarter of a second separates the drivers. But here's Cake getting real close, but Jinnit picks up another penalty. Doing what he can. Cake is getting real close to Jacko. Goes around as Jacko is nursing this thing as he's got no front left wing. Ninas and Jinnit are still battling, but we have a battle for the lead and a drag race down into turn 1. And Cake has got the car fully ahead. Now it's all about if he can open up a 3-second gap between himself and Jacko, as Jacko's got some major wing damage here. Can Jacko stay close enough? We'll have to see how he can combat the turns. He doesn't want to get... Oh, what? Why did AE pit? AE was on for... Oh. Goes on some fresh softs here. Jacko babying it through the turns does a pretty good job here. Cake's got to really push here to open up that gap. And he's already starting to pull away here, but is it going to be enough? He does the job in not allowing Jacko to get DRS, as Cake needs to pull a second and a half through sector 3 here to get the win. For some reason, I'm not sure, I didn't catch the Jacko spin here, but Ascari is going to be huge for Cake. But Jacko does a pretty good job, goes off. Cake needs to absolutely just have a flying lap, or flying final parabolica here, but Jacko does a pretty good job, is losing a little bit of time, but it won't be enough. Jacko will come over with the win. Cake will finish in second, Mystic in third. Mystic with a podium. Hotspot should claim fourth. Jinnit is right in behind Valentine with a 1-second penalty difference between the two drivers. Not enough time to change it. Jinnit finishes 6th, Valentine in 5th. Ninas in 7th as it stands. Ray in 9th. Pending on penalties, will jump back into 10th. Corvette's just a little bit too far gone. And back into 12th as it finishes AE in 11th. Yeah, Ray, I imagine so. I saw what you did. You even went the long way, so that'll probably get taken off. Okay, a little bit of colorful language. So the Jornet, who came in for who came in to help out the Primas, actually dummied Jacko into the turn. Yeah, whoever dived on turn 1 after the safety car. Okay, well, a little bit of... We'll see how that winds up. Oh my god. So Jacko with the win, Cake second, Mystic third. Hotspot 4th, Valentine 5th, Jinnit 6th, Super 7th, Impossible 8th, Vac 9th, Ray 10th, and then to the bottom 9 we go with the AE, 78 Corvette, Spaceman, Money Matt, Kaz, and the DNFs go to Tim Lee, Will Ans, JC, and the Jornet. There it is. I gotta not find it. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We got practice race and announced Portimao opener for Fridays in line with Portimao F1 race. That's fine too, because I'm only it's week 3. By the way, here's the fixed schedule. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be doing a mismatch, there we go, of a bunch of different tracks and races for Friday, hosted by Seabury and a couple of other guys. And it looks like it's going to start with Project Cars 2 in Portimao for the Formula Renault 2.0. Then the Laguna in Gran Turismo Sport Laguna Seca. And then the Project Cars 2 again at Imola, then Gran Turismo Sport at Maguire. And then back to Project Cars 2 for Le Mans, and then Gran Turismo Sport for Autopolis for the Super Formulas, and then back to Project Cars 2 for Hockenheim. Lovely track, I love that track, it sucks how it's out. And then back to Dirt Rally 2.0 for Week 8, then Gran Turismo Sport for Dragon Tail, then Project Cars 2 for Long Beach, Gran Turismo Sport for Fuji, Project Cars 2 Daytona, Project Cars 2 Road America, Project Cars 2 Nürburgring, and then Gran Turismo Sport for St. Paul, and then back to Project Cars 2 for Indianapolis in the Indy cars. But here we go, we start out, Super Nunez holds the lead into turn 1, who's going to make an absolute dive and send it down. Everyone's trying to brake early and be nice. I don't see many wings flying around. Positions are flying all over the place here. We'll get on with Jacko as Vac gets pushed out a little bit there, and he's going to try and battle his way back up. He's overtaken early by Mr. Joker as well, so he's dropping down a bit. Cake Thomas seems to have lost a lot of positions off the get-go here. 5 to be exact. And oh, what happened there? And AE is out of the session. Ouch. Cake as well is in some major damage. And it's a full-on safety car right out the gate. Ouch. But we're going to have 10 laps. This race will continue with one less car as it sits right now. Some are going to come into the pit. Will Ans has currently made up the most positions. Jacko up 4 into 4th. Spaceman, I think, must have spun out. He drops down. Safety car is going to slow this right back up. Cake needs to catch up, and I imagine we're going to have 1 or 2 more drivers pit as well. A lot are on the softs, or on the mediums, sorry. Just waiting for the safety car to end, then we can get right back into it. Shall we get on? I guess probably Jacko. Jacko is probably going to have the most fun going into turn 1. Actually, Mr. Joker's just in behind. We got a lot of fast drivers throughout here. You can claim all the top 10 drivers. We've got some solid pace. Janet's back down on 14th. We'll have to see what he's able to do. Yeah. Shoot. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna get A. Daltonian at the party here. Okay, there we go.
Hello there.
How's it going, dude?
Oh, it's good. You know, I tapped out early. I was gonna just go do something else, and I was like, you know what? I think I'll stick around and watch this. I haven't gotten to just watch a race in the same league before. You know?
There you go. And you've been in a broadcasting crew before, right?
I haven't broadcasted in any of these leagues, but I'm a podcaster, so I have a couple of different podcasts. I have an F1 podcast.
Oh, cool. So you got your audio share settings on?
Oh wait, audio share settings on.
Yeah.
I don't know, what's that?
You gotta press your share button, and then share and broadcast settings. You know, I mean, hey, it's cool. Good to know, though. Yeah, audio share settings. Make sure you share all three. I believe that's it. I can't remember. Or there might be something stupid in party settings. Oh shoot, I can't remember. I go to party screen. I can't remember. There's always something else that people always forget about. Oh yeah, allow your voice to be shared in party settings. Okay, it's always allow? Alright, cool. Good stuff, man. So, well shit, how did it end up like this? How did you find your way in here?
I think I just bend Kaz's AI. And it just kind of sent me into the wall. I think my steering locked up and I just went into the wall. So I think I'd be more upset, but it's the last race of the year or whatever. You know?
Well, good. Okay, yeah, so I can hear you, so we're good. Just wanted to be sure, but yeah, that blows. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I was just confirming. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're already back racing. Crap, I didn't even notice. Alright, so who's moved around? Jacko's all the way up in a second. That's early. Valentine is about to get overtaken by Mr. Joker for 5th place. And that seems like that's about it for the battles right now. Actually, Valentine's going to try and drag him down into Ascari there. Looks at the inside line, but nothing quite going there. Yellow flag in Sector 2. It seems like the Jornut got into it with 78 Corvette, I think that is. So those guys are going to have to pick themselves up. But Ray as well looking to try and get on the inside line of Valentine into Parabolica. And opens up the door ever so slightly, and a little bit of a tap is going to kind of shimmy him out of that battle. But anyhow, take it over, dude.
Yeah, looks like Tim's spinning a little. Wow. These F-Car2s are interesting to drive. They're just like pure race cars. It seems it's actually like a little bit of a break from worrying about batteries and overtake modes and fuel mixes and stuff like that. So
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to just have this Wednesday night thing to just worry about steering and throttle and not worry about anything else, you know?
Yeah, true. I mean, DRS, that's about it. But wow, that's a big battle up front there. Valentine, Mystic, Hotspot, and Impossible all in a four-way battle. Looks like Mystic does come out on top. Valentine goes a little bit of a deep, and Ray kind of overshoots a gap that maybe wasn't quite there. And he ends up dropping back. And we got a little bit of a DRS train that's going to form here.
Yeah, Hotspot right up on Impossible. 4th and 5th.
Oh, Jacko's out. Oh my god.
That was brutal.
Did you see his car?
I didn't.
Get on Ray. He's about to come around. Or on Kaz.
Oh no.
On Spaceman.
He's upside down.
Yeah, he's completely gone.
He's just pulling a Top Gun. He's just inverted.
Oh my. He's hanging there like a cow.
He's like a crash scene from that Sylvester Stallone race movie. What was it, Driven? Every car just flies, you know?
Yeah.
For some reason.
Have you seen that video of it's just like, I miss NASCAR 2003 physics, where like a car will crash and they'll all like launch like 50 feet in the air and do like a bunch of spins, and it's hilarious.
Which is really like that should kind of be how all make the crashes like that, you know?
Oh yeah, make them stupid. But Will Ans as well, speaking of it, crashes out right before into the chicane of 3. And is that another safety car? Oh no, it is.
I think so.
Man.
This first one was my fault. This one definitely isn't.
Yeah, you got nothing to do with it. I mean, you were talking about crashes. You did kind of jinx it.
Yeah, I guess it was a jinx. Some of these curbs on Monza will sneak up on you, and you kind of just assume that these curbs are harmless because it's a really flat track.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you hit the one on second to the last chicane, or you hit, you know, turn 3 or something like that. You're like, oh, this is actually a curve. Like, I need to stay away from this.
Yeah. Some of them are pretty...
Cars. Yeah.
They're pretty nasty for sure, sorry. But, yeah Ascari... Like, you can ride the curb a little bit, but, like, you gotta be very careful, also.
Yeah, these cars are... Somehow the gearboxes are slower, but they get away from you quicker.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a weird challenge.
So, how long have you been in the Midwest F1? You've been with us for a little while now, have you not?
Man, I think I started in November.
Oh, yeah, so you've been for a while.
Yeah, which is nice. It's nice to have a North American league, because if not, with F1, you're definitely most likely racing European leagues, which is cool and it's challenging, but all the connections are horrible. If you live in the United States, you're just seeing a bunch of cars dance around the screens and stuff like that. But yeah, this has been really fun. I kind of just fell in love with the sport over quarantine.
Oh, yeah?
And just getting, you know, I think I'm one of the millions that watched Drive to Survive and was like, oh, this is incredible. This is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So,
for sure.
yeah, man. And then I got the game.
Yeah, I was kind of the same with that as well. I've always kind of paid attention in the background, but to Formula One for a while, especially with Vettel's reign there for a bit, because I'm half German. I'm very very German oriented and
Cool.
on how I cheer and whatnot, and so I was a fan of him. And then just no one else in my life really cared about Formula One, so I had no one to really talk about it with. And then Drive to Survive came around, and then I watched it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like completely just brings the passion back, and then some, as well as a
Yeah.
lot of my friends who are into cars and whatnot, but weren't into Formula One.
Right.
Watched it and thought it was the coolest thing ever as well. So they're into it, and I have people to enjoy it with now. And then this league as well, all these cool guys in it, just make it a lot more fun. It's a cool community.
Yeah, it's really nice to find a big, huge group of people that don't just want to dive bomb every turn,
Yeah,
or like run you off the track like it's Dirt Rally or Twisted Metal 2 or something like that. So
yeah,
it's nice to find like a common, like a mutual interest group where everybody kind of is trying to just get better and stuff like that.
yeah, for sure. And like four divisions now just make it a lot better because there's just gonna be so much more parity throughout the leagues or
Yeah,
in the divisions as well. You'll be racing with people more in tune with your skill level and whatnot, and the steward system helps out because people can't get away with that crap because they're just gonna get
yeah,
penalized, and as well as license penalty points as well. You're gonna
yeah.
You'll take that right in the chin. So yeah, it's just good. There's a lot of things that force people into not being an asshole. Simply put. I mean, you see it from
Quality
time to
redundant.
time still, right? But I mean,
A little bit. It's greatly reduced in an environment like this.
oh yeah, like you can't even touch a random lobby in Formula One.
Yeah, it's. I finally got my safety rating up to like A on that,
Oh
and
yeah,
I think it was directly because I just raced in a league. And so you go back to racing the lobbies, and you
yeah,
find that the skill level is a little gradual compared to the leagues. So if you spend all your time racing against people in this, it's good practice to go back, and then you can actually like start to get your safety rating up. But I wouldn't recommend that unless you have
yeah.
the time. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of how I found this league. Was that me and my buddy were looking for a league to race in, and we just kind of joined a random one online. And
Mhm.
then 3-4 weeks in, there's like we had the most amount, 20 people signed up, but we only had the most amount of like 5 people actually racing. I was just like, okay, this is stupid.
That's wild.
So we just kind of
Five.
stumped. Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? Like, and it was just one of the random Formula One leagues that you can join, like in game,
Yeah.
not on Discord or whatever. It was just really annoying, and so luckily enough, we stumbled across this league.
Yeah.
But here we go. We're about to go back green here.
Yeah.
Mystic Joker's set pretty well here. We'll have to see if he can get an overtake on Ninas. Vac, I know, needs some points. Money Matt is trying to hunt him down into turn one here. Is anyone going to get dumb? Valentine goes in, and Jinna to win, it's DNF'd. Wow.
Ooh.
As well as Ray.
Whoa. Survivor Monza. You know.
Oh my god, yeah. We will have one full lap here. Safety car won't get brought out as they don't. I want to take a peek at what's going on with those cars, and yeah, they are absolutely thrashed. But Hotspot actually looked like he overtook Mystic Joker there, so he's sitting second. Mystic now into third. Possible and Vac battling for fifth here. Vac needs as many points as he can get. He's got Money Matt going on the inside of him, but Money Matt opens himself up to Cake, which Cake will get the pass. And Mystic is along the outside coming into Ascari here. He's going to try and send it all the way around. A little bit of a tap between himself and Hotspot. Mystic's riding the curb. Does a good job to keep it going, but Hotspot's going to hold on to the lead. And here's Valentine coming out of Ascari, trying to get in the slipstream. Looks like he's got the speed, and we're going to go 3 wide around Parabolica here, but actually no, Valentine backs out. And it's going to be Mystic and Hotspot battling all the way through. Then Hotspot will take second place, but Valentine's still stuck in behind, and he's got the run out of the final turn. No DRS as we're after the safety car here. So Mystic currently sitting in fourth. We got a drag race down into turn one. what are we gonna see? It's Hotspot still leading the way. Valentine dives the inside line on Mystic. Mystic back into fourth, trying to work his way up, and he actually gets a penalty, so that's really gonna hurt him. Super Ninas has been able just to drive away with the lead as these cars have been battling throughout that entire lap 10. But wow, that was some pretty crazy racing there, that's for sure.
That was insane. Valentine's slotted right in behind him. Great
Yeah,
overtake.
it was probably a good idea for him to kind of not jump down in through Parabolica there, because he set himself up for a really good run down into turn 1, and it really kind of panned out for him well.
Yeah, if you can get the inertia out of turn 1, or into turn 1 rather.
And now it looks like Valentine's trying to work on Hotspot here. Still no DRS, and there won't be for the rest of this race here. And it looks like Hotspot's going to hold on into Ascari here. Valentine wants a really good run out, or else second place is gone. And he does get a good run out. He's got the speed and is into the slipstream here. He may be able to get alongside of him. He's going to get close. He's going to send it around. He's got to. Mystic's not too far out. Hotspot's got the inside line around Parabolica, and Mystic is getting real close, but Valentine misjudges the turn, but still gets a really good run, and he's got second place. We got a drag race to the finish, and Valentine just barely takes it. Mystic Joker drops back into the fourth with the penalty, back up into... Sorry, Mystic back into fifth with the penalty, back into fourth, and possible sixth, JC seventh. Cake coming over 8th, Money Matt 9th. 78 Corvette gets the top 10. Kaz in 11th, and the Jornet will finish off in 12th. But wow, that was cool. That was fun.
That might have been the closest finish I've seen in this league since I've been in it.
That was a true drag race. That was cool. That was honestly really cool.
How much are they separated by? That was crazy.
0.03 of a second.
Wow.
34 thousandths, if I'm not mistaken there. But JC Blackley will collect driver of the day, making up the most positions throughout the race. But so where will you finish here? So in the Drivers' Championship, Super Ninas picks up wins in back-to-back weeks. Sorry, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I think I might finish 8th, 9th, which is cool. I just wanted to finish top 10. If you were asking me where
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like you're going to be safe. Yeah, safe in 8th place there. Spaceman won't be able to cut the gap, neither will Jinnit. So yeah, the top 8 for you there.
Not bad, man. Got my work cut out for me.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. Consistency pays off in the end, hey?
I think it really does. I think once you just learn how to be consistent and patient, because it's hard to do. It's like way easier said than done, you know. So
yeah, for sure. You just got to get solid finishes. Like that's why some people that's why I'm telling my friends, like, guys, just like finish the race. Like you're gonna get more points from finishing it from then trying to dive bomb and crashing out. But I'm just gonna run down the order here quick. We got Ninas with the win, Valentine second, Hotspot third, Vac fourth, Mystic fifth, Possible sixth, JC seventh, Cake eighth, Money Matt ninth, 78 Corvette with the top 10. And the last two finishers are Kaz and the Jornut. And, you know, screw it, I'll give points to Spaceman and Jinnit as well. Ray, Willans, Jacko, Tim Lee, and AE are all DNF'd in this race. And that was the final race for Formula 2 here in Season 2. But, yeah, sorry, you were saying?
I was just saying, you know, finish the race, stay out of the pins. You'd be surprised what that gets you. Speed comes later, you know?
Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, consistency is the key in this. Even if you're not the quickest, like if you just put out solid lap times, keep your nose clean, and just get through the race, like that's what Pork Chops does every Division 1. He finds himself with the most hardest chargers, so those extra points to help out in the end for sure.
There you go, man. Well, I'm gonna take off. Thanks for having me, and thanks for doing this commentary every week, dude.
No problem. No, I wouldn't do it if I don't enjoy it. So I'd like to race every now and then, but it is what it is. I know everyone appreciates it, so I get my racing elsewhere. It's cool.
There you go. Plenty of spots though. All right, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks, A. Appreciate it. But that'll be it for us here in Formula 2 Season 2. The finale week is upon us. Tomorrow night, be sure to tune in live as we go with Division 1. Oh, our party sharings... Oh, I really hope that party share is on here, or else I'll be screwed. Let me just check. Oh, did I do a stupid... I think I did. Okay, I believe we're good. Okay, yeah. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. My apologies. We'll bring it to a close here. Okay, Formula 2 is in the books. Be sure to tune in. Division 1 comes live tomorrow night, so go check that out. We appreciate everyone that does tune in and everyone that watches on the YouTube channel. I have been Crash McQueen. We have been the Midwest F1 League, and be sure to keep your eyes out for the finales.